lawyer who's really good at manipulating evidence.
Exactly. I mean,
Well, how could it happen in the video?
yeah.
There was a lot of evidence towards the guilty, towards him being guilty and him being innocent.
It happens because the judicial system is flawed. The system in which people are convicted is flawed.
How many people are actually killed by the death penalty?
Ooh, I have
Wait,
this.
what did you say?
Is it a lot?
I have this.
Like, is it substantial numbers to where if they would still be in prison today, our prisons would be overflowing? You know what I mean?
Here's this. The death penalty is not always been practiced in the U.S. In 1976, another Supreme Court ruling found capital punishment to be constitutional. From 1976 through June 3rd, 2009, 1,167 people have been executed in the U.S.
What was that figure?
I didn't.
1,167 people have been executed in the U.S. from 1976 through June 3rd, 2009.
It's not like we're killing that many people. We have
Okay.
millions of people in our society.
So then let's go to this quote by Joseph Stalin.
Ooh.
One death is a tragedy, but a million deaths are statistics. So, in your terms, one death is a tragedy, but
No.
thousands of deaths are statistics?
In her-
Or is that, it's the opposite?
In her terms, one death is not a tragedy. It's just a part of the millions that make up the statistics.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
But I'm just saying.
So it's okay if I'm wrongly convicted and die. That's all right because they're.
If
Because there's a
I
lot more people who are wrongly convicted.
if I get to put a rapist or a murderer to death, yes,
Rapists aren't really put to death.
they should be. Rapists that rape little kids should be put to death.
Okay.
Why would they be put to death? Shouldn't they just receive a punishment equally,
Yeah,
or
let
equivalent
them
to
get
the crime?
raped in the butt? No, they should be put to death.
And why?
Why?
Explain why.
Because that's just how I feel.
You're emotionally involving yourself in the
Yes, I
situation.
am emotionally involving
Yes, see,
myself.
but my problem with you being emotionally involved and using that as an argument is that you can't have a judicial system run on emotions. It has to be run on logical, sound arguments in order for it to be effective.
I just feel like if you're harming someone, harm needs to be done to you.
An eye for an eye makes the world blind.
Oh, you are so clever. Did you just come up with the top of your head?
Yeah, I'm Gandhi.
Wait, did you say that? Is that a famous quote?
Yeah.
About the code.
Oh.
Anyway,
I feel really stupid.
But
I
I know it would be great. It would be wonderful to see people who commit heinous crimes receive their just deserts, but for an institution run on sound logic to administer death as a punishment when there are innocent people getting caught up in the mix and falling through the cracks is the loss of innocent life really worth?
People become victims of circumstance.
Yeah.
And
that makes it sound like, that just made me think of like car accidents. Like people become victims because of the circumstance. Like that's not right. I don't know. I just think people.
What do you mean?
Yeah, you elaborate on
you went vaguely, and then I thought you were gonna keep going. And you
Oh,
that's what
no.
I thought.
I
I
don't
thought you
know.
were gonna explain some more.
People are a victim of the circumstances. Like, I don't know, they just made me think of it being in a car accident. I'm like, it's not your fault you got hit by a drunk driver, but it still sucks, and I think that guy should still be punished. Like, I don't know.
Wait, how does that have to do with what we're talking about?
Because they took a life.
So manslaughter merits capital punishment?
You take a life, your life should be taken.
What if you unintentionally take a life?
Unintentionally, how?
What if you were in an awful car accident, you happen to be the one at fault, but, there was just nothing you could do. There was nothing, your brakes failed, there was just a wrong turn at a wrong time.
I guess it's a case by case.
Well, then now we're talking about intent.
Yeah.
And now we're talking about, what merits the death penalty.
And then we go back to the judicial system because how do you prove intent? That's how I feel about it. I just feel like it's
It's the other word. Cyclical.
cyclical.
And that's a problem the other group was having was,
It was just like that.
yeah, except it wasn't as sound and quiet and reasonable. Anyways, yeah.
How many people do you really think were innocent put to death? I'm just curious. Like,
How
do
many?
we have any idea? Like, how many people they
I think
think were
it's-
innocent, and how many people they were like 95% sure that
You
you
want to
killed
share these?
someone?
These are a bunch of
Sure.
statistics that I got offline.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Wait, do you have a bunch of copies?
I have 2 copies on me. I don't know what happened to the other copies.
Well, because, okay, it says here, 23 innocent,
China does a lot.
23 innocent lives have been taken, oh wait, by 23 innocent mistakenly executed this century. 23 innocent mistakenly executed
Right
this
here.
century.
Read the whole sentence.
But they think
It says,
mistakenly.
After all, far, far more innocent lives have been taken by convicted murderers than the supposedly 23 innocent mistakenly executed this century.
I think it's worse than that.
What do you mean?
I'm saying that it's more than 23.
Okay, yeah.
But it's just 23 that we know about.
It's just 23 that we know about.
More innocent lives have been taken by convicted murderers than supposedly 23 innocent mistakenly executed.
See,
Well,
I think this kind of goes back to the utilitarian view of
that's
happiness.
for
Do you
it.
know what I mean?
That quote,
Like,
that
well-
quote right there sounds like it's for, like it's okay to take some in,
Well, this is the one that's arguing that it's all that
right.
death penalty is good. But my thing is in that it's like looking at. I feel like, okay, are you familiar with the utilitarian?
Remind me.
Okay, basically is whatever makes the most amount of people happy.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so I feel like that's what's going on. Like that's what our country is basically based on, is what makes the most amount of people happy.
So how does that fit in with individual rights?
We don't, honestly,
Well, it's.
we live in America, we don't really have actual
Well, it's
individual
like-
rights. I
So
feel
are you
like.
talking about just the stringing of habeas corpus without actually admitting to stringing habeas corpus? You're just completely foregoing that individuals have rights, even though it says in the Constitution.
Well, she's
No,
already,
we do,
but she-
but like,
No, but you've already decided that. You've already said that it's okay to kill one innocent person if you're going to take 3 rapists off the street.
Mhm.
You've already decided that.
Take 3 rapists off the face of the earth. Again, it's a lot of emotional involvement.
yes, I can't help it.
I know you can't help
I
it. but
can't separate myself from my past experiences. I'm sorry.
You can't, but you have to understand that not everybody else has had your past experiences. So should we all have your past experiences applied to us?
Like you were saying about that.
Not necessarily,
About the army,
but I can
should
still
you go to
stick
the
to
army
my
to understand
convictions.
what's
I'm not saying other people are going to listen to me and should listen to what I do, but I'm allowed to voice my opinions,
Of
and these
course.
are my opinions.
Of course you are. I'm not telling you that you're wrong in voicing your opinions, but is it right for your logic, which is based on your opinion, to be applied to everybody else in the world? Or everybody else in America?
No, but I can still have them, and I can
Yeah,
still
that's
think
fine.
people should die.
I'm glad not to sign our
And you know,
laws.
you share those thoughts with a lot of people here in Texas. So
I
Don't
know
feel alone.
Texas is bad. I never
Don't
realized
feel
how bad
alone.
Texas was.
Everything's bigger.
No, but like, I don't know. I just never realized how many people were actually like.
Do you
taking
think-
death in Texas?
Mhm.
But I wonder why that is. Like, why Texas? Like, why?
Well, what it said here is that it's not. I mean, it could happen just as frequently in any other state,
but we're
it's just
more.
we're more vocal about it.
Yeah,
Good old Southern people.
Where did I?
it says that it's because their politics are so closely connected to it. So
Oh, yeah.
it says the criteria for this election seems to be their political connections and willingness to cooperate with the death system, and not their overall competence of their experience in capital cases. So like he talks about in the death penalty legend, he talks about the built-in conflict within the system, and how if you do continue to he says. As an attorney who won too many acquittals for clients would probably not continue to receive referrals from the judge to whom he is wired. So basically,
You just have connections.
you either you work for justice and get punished for it and not get as much done as you actually get justice done,
Right.
or you just kind of go along with it because you want to reap your own rewards.
Mhm.
You're going to let innocent people die because you want to benefit from it.
So is any? My whole thing is, okay, if let's say you don't put the people to death, but and there's no way of proving someone's innocence, but we don't have the death penalty. They're still just going to sit there in prison. So I mean, is that better than being put to death? Do you know what I mean? Is it better sitting in prison